Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another lecture on reasoning ability and problem solving. In today's lecture, we will discuss some blood relation examples. So, let us start. Now, before we begin with the questions, let us revise certain concepts that we discussed in the previous lecture. The first concept that we did or we understood that whenever we talk about blood relations, we talk about two type of blood relations. The first is your actual bloodline. That means the family that you are born into. So your mother, your father, your children, grandparents, nieces, nephews, your uncles, aunts, those are your bloodlines. And second type of relations we talk about is your in-laws relation, basically the family that you're married into. So your spouse, their parents, their siblings, your in brother-in-law, sister-in-law, those kind of relations. So whenever we talk about blood relations, we talk about both of these types of relation. Okay, then I told you to remember three very important points while solving questions on blood relations. First point was, do not assume the gender. Even if it is a commonly used name in your real life, for example Ria, it is a name associated with females, right? But your examinator can actually use Ria as a male name to trick you, to make that question a little bit of difficulty, to increase the difficulty level of that question. So we do not assume the gender until unless it is very specifically mentioned in the question, or you are able to derive it from the information that is given in your question. Then we can actually derive the gender. So we do not assume the gender. Second thing I told you, that you should use different symbols, different annotations to avoid any sort of confusion. So what I do is, personally I use M and F. I write M and F to depict male and female. Some people do plus minus, some people use triangles and squares and other things. So whatever works for you, whatever you are comfortable with, whatever you can remember, you should use those symbols. Similarly, within the same generation, I use a single line to denote the relationship of a spouse, and a double headed arrow to denote the relationship of a sibling. This is my personal annotation. So whenever I solve questions, I am using these annotations. You can use your own. You can use the symbols. Some people use double for spouse and single for sibling. So whatever works for you, okay? And third thing I told you, that you should always draw a family tree or a family chart, generation wise. So this actually eliminates any sort of confusion and makes the work easier for us, right? So in the previous lecture, we discussed that there are three types of blood relation question. First is your blood relation charts, your puzzles. Second is your coded, decoded type of blood relations. And third is based on conversation. So today we will do a mix of all the questions to get a better understanding. Example number one is a coded blood relation question. So coded blood relation means two concepts are being merged. First is the concept of coding, decoding, and the second is the concept of blood relation. Correct? So let us look at this question. Let us look at this question. Example number one. A plus B means B is the brother of A. So please pay attention to this. Do not read it as A is the brother of B, because it changes the meaning. A is the brother of B will be denoted like this, where A will be the male. A is the brother of B. Correct? Whereas B is the brother of A will be denoted like this, where B will be the male. So both of these make a significant difference. In the first one, if you read it wrongly, you will assign male to A. Whereas you should assign male to B and A's gender is unknown. This is the correct approach. This one will make your answer wrong, because B's gender is specified but A's gender is unknown. We have assumed otherwise. So please pay attention. It is B is the brother of A, not A is the brother of B. So these kind of things are also included in the question to increase the difficulty level. So please pay attention to these minute details, because they can change the answer. Okay, so B is the brother of A, it will be denoted like this. This will be the relationship. A minus B means A is the mother of B. A into B means A is the father of B, and A divided by B means A is the son of B. So this is what? These are our codes, correct? These are basically coded relations. These are our coded relations. And this is the information. This is the information on which we have to draw the family chart. And this is the question. So after drawing the family chart based on the coded relations, we would be able to answer the question. Okay, so let us begin. First thing given to us is P plus R. So P plus R means R is the brother of P. So R will be male, brother of P. Correct? R will be the brother of P. Moving forward, R into T. So into T means R is the father of T. So R is the father of T. T's gender will be unknown, P's gender will be unknown. We cannot decipher the gender. Correct? T minus Q. T minus Q means T is the mother of Q. T is the mother of Q. So T will be female, correct? And Q's gender will be unknown. Q divided by S means Q is the son of S. So if Q is the son of S, S will be the spouse of T, correct? Because Q is the son of T and Q is the son of S, that means S will be the spouse of T, and since T is female, S will be male. Correct? Q is the son. So Q is the son means Q will be male as well. So now we have derived the gender of Q. Then it is given S plus U. So S plus U means U is the brother of S. So U is the brother of S. U would be male. U is the brother of S. So this will be the family tree. This would be the family tree. The only person remaining whose gender is not specified yet is P. Okay. Let us look at the question. The question says, how is S related to R? How is S related to R? So over here, S is basically what? Spouse of T. S is spouse of T and R is the father of T. So S would be what? S would be the son-in-law of R. S would be the son-in-law of R, since R is the father of S's spouse. R is the father of S's spouse, so S will be the son-in-law. Okay, so answer will be option number 4, son-in-law. This will be the correct answer. Example number 2. Example number 2 says Amit is the brother of Sonia. So let us draw the chart. Amit is the brother, so male of Sonia. Now we cannot assume the gender of Sonia. I've told you Sonia is a commonly female name, right? Sonia is a name that is used commonly for females. But since it is not mentioned in the question yet, in this particular sentence, it is not mentioned, the gender of Sonia is not mentioned. So we cannot assume it. Okay. So we just know the gender of Amit, which is male. Amit is the brother of Sonia. Jyoti is the sister of Nikita. So we will hold this information. Okay. Jyoti is the sister of Nikita. So Jyoti would be female. Correct? Sonia is the daughter of Satish's father. So Sonia is basically the daughter. So daughter would means Sonia's father is over here. Correct? Sonia is daughter, that means Sonia would be female. Sonia is daughter of Satish's father. So Sonia will also have a brother or a sister named Satish, because Sonia is the daughter of Satish's father. This bond represents sibling. Okay? Sonia is the sister of Satish because Sonia is the daughter of Satish's father. So now we get 3 siblings, Amit, Sonia and Satish. Okay? In which we know the gender of Amit and we know the gender of Sonia. Nikita is the daughter of Kavinder. So we have Nikita, daughter, that means female of Kavinder. Kavinder's gender is not known. Nikita is the daughter of Kavinder. Kavinder's gender is not known. Okay. Jyoti is the mother of Amit. So Jyoti is the mother. That means Jyoti will come here. Jyoti will be female. Jyoti is the mother of Amit. Correct? Jyoti is the mother of Amit. So that means Jyoti will be the mother of Amit, Sonia and Satish. Now can I merge these two? Can I merge this diagram with this diagram? Yes. So if I merge these diagrams, Jyoti has a sibling named Nikita, who is a female, and the name of their parent is Kavinder. The gender of Kavinder is not known. Okay, the gender of Kavinder is not known. So this is the arrangement that we have gotten up till now. This is the arrangement that we have gotten up till now. Let us move forward. Mukesh is Nikita's only sister's husband. So Nikita's only sister means Jyoti, because Jyoti is female. So Mukesh is Mukesh is Nikita's only sister, which is Jyoti, husband. So Mukesh will be male. Mukesh would be male. And Mukesh and Jyoti would be spouse. Okay? Mukesh and Jyoti would be spouse. Now, over here, the question asks, how is Satish related to Kavinder? How is Satish related to Kavinder? Now, Satish's gender is not known and even Kavinder's gender is not known. So, Satish, I know, is third generation. Satish is third generation. Basically, Satish can be either grandson or it could be either granddaughter. Now in the question you can see a option of grandson. So most people will mark option 3 as the answer. Most people will simply mark option 3 as the answer because Satish is a male name. But I have already told you that we do not assume the gender. So my answer will be option number 4 cannot be determined because Satish's gender is not clear. Okay, it is not mentioned in the question whether Satish is a male or a female. It could be both. It could be male or female. So we cannot assume Satish's gender. So answer will be cannot be determined. Okay, this will be the answer. Let us move on to example number 3. Example number 3, P, L, T, B, N and D. There are 6 members of a business family. Okay, so now let us draw the chart. N is the son of B. N is the son. That means N will be male of B. So B's gender is not known. N is the son of B, who is not the mother of N. So B is not the mother. B is the parent of N, but not mother. That means B will be the father. Correct? B is a parent of N, but B is not the mother. That means B will be the father. So B will be male. Correct? L is the brother of B. So B has a sibling called L and L is the brother. So L will be male. Correct? L is the brother of B. D and B are a married couple. So B and D are spouse. D and B are married couple, and since B is male, D will be female. Correct? D will be female. T is the daughter of D. So D and B already have a son. Correct? D and B already have a son N. And they also have a daughter which is name is T. So T is the daughter. That means T will be female. T is the daughter of D. And D is the sister of P. So D also has a sibling P. And D is the sister, so P's gender is not known. D's gender is known, but P's gender is not known. Okay, so this will be the family chart. This will be the family chart. So D and B are spouse. They have 2 children, T and N. Correct? They have 2 children. I can draw it like this. They have 2 children, T and N. B has a brother, L, and D has a sibling, P. But P's gender is not known, so P can be male or female. Correct? This is the chart. Let us look at the question. The question asks, how is N related to T? So N is the sibling of T, or I can say N is the brother of T because N is female. Sorry, N is male. So N would be the brother of T. So answer will be option number 3, brother. Okay? Answer will be option number 3, brother. Example 4. Again a coded blood relation. So L into M means L is the mother of M. L minus M means L is the father of M. L divided M means L is the sister of M. Then we have to find out which of the following expression shows that P is the father of R. So the relationship between P and R should be of daughter and father. Correct? P should be the father of R. So let us check for first option. First option I am checking. Q minus P means Q is the father of P. Correct? Q minus P means Q is the father of P. Correct? And P into R means P is the mother of R. P is the mother of R. What relationship we have to find out? P is the father of R. No. P is the mother of R in this relation. So this is incorrect. Okay? Moving forward to option number 2. Option number 2 says P minus Q. So P minus Q means P is the father of Q. P is the father of Q. So P would be male, father of Q. Correct? And Q divided R means Q is the sister of R. Q is the sister of R. So Q would be female and Q and R will be siblings. So R's gender is not known. But we had to find out T is the father of R. R's gender is not required in the question. In the question, the only relationship we had to find out is P is the father of R. In this particular, can I find out that P is the father of R? Yes, because since P is the father of Q, P would automatically be the father of Q's sibling. So P would be the father of R. So in option number 2, we can say this is correct. Okay? In option number 2, this is correct. So option number 2, we can find out that this relationship is expressed. P is the father of R. This will be the answer. Option number 2. Okay? Example number 5, again a coded relationship, coded blood relationship. A plus B means A is the father of B. A minus B means A is the mother of B. A at the rate B means A is the son of B. And A hashtag B means A is the daughter of B. So this information is given to us. First we will draw a family tree based on this information and then we will answer this question. Correct? This is how we solve. So let us come at the question. A hashtag B means A is the daughter of B. Correct? A hashtag B means A is the daughter of B. So A's gender will be known, but B's gender is not known. B minus C means B is the mother of C. Correct? B minus C means B is the mother of C. So B is female since B is the mother. And of C means A and C will be siblings. C's gender is not known. C's gender is not known. Correct? C at the rate D. C at the rate D means C is the son of D. Correct? C is the son of D. So if C is the son of D, that means B and D will be spouses. And since B is female, D will be male. Correct? C is the son of D. This would be the relationship. They have children. B and D have children, A and C, up till now. Then D plus E. D plus E means D is the father of E. Correct? D is the father of E means that they have another sibling called E. They have another sibling called E. So B and D have 3 children, A, C, E. Gender of A is known, but gender of C and E is unknown. What is the question? The question is, how is A related to E? We have to find out the relation of A with E. If the question was, how is E related to A? Okay, let's say the question was, how is E related to A? If this was the question, what would be the answer? Answer will be cannot be determined. Cannot be determined. Why? Because E's gender is not known. E's gender is not known. E could be the brother of A also and E could be the sister of A also. But the question is, how is A related to A? E. So A's gender is known. So A is the sister of E. Sister is given in option number 3. So option number 3 will be the correct answer to this question. Okay? Option number 3 will be the answer. Question number 6. Example number 6. Okay, so this much information is given to us. A lot of information is given to us. We have to find out how is Q related to B. So again, coded inequality is given to us. Let us find out the answer. J at the rate F will means J is married to F. So gender unknown now, right? Right now the gender is unknown, but J is married to F. And they are spouse. Okay. Then we have 2 symbols. F multiply hashtag T. So we have to decode for multiply also and we have to decode for hashtag also. This means F, this means P is female. So P into sign means P is female. So F into signs will mean F is female. So F is female. If F is female, J will be male because they are spouse. Correct? And hashtag signs mean T is the parent of Q. So F is the parent of T. So F is the parent of T. So J and F will have a child T. T's gender is unknown. Okay. Moving forward. T$R. T$R means T is the sibling of R and both are of different genders. So T is the sibling of R and both of them are of different genders. So I am drawing a simple cross to denote that the genders are different. Okay, the genders are different. Now, coming to this one. V at the rate R means V is married to R. Correct? V is married to R. So R has a spouse V. But gender of R and V are unknown. Okay? Then it is given to us R plus hashtag B. So we have to decode for plus also and hashtag also. Correct? 2 decodings are required. R plus means R is male. Correct? R plus means R is male. So if R is male, the spouse would be female. Right? And if R is male, the gender of T would also be female. How? Because they are of different genders. They are of different genders. Both of them are of different genders. So if this is male, this would also be female and this would also be female. Now it is given to us R hashtag B. So hashtag B means R is parent of B. So R and V have a child together, B. But B's gender is not known. Okay? Moving forward. B and A. B and A means B is the sibling of A and both are of same gender. So B is the sibling of A and I am drawing 2 rights to denote that they are of the same gender. Okay? They are of the same gender. Now, F hashtag Q. So F hashtag Q means what? F hashtag Q means F is the parent of Q. F is the parent of Q. So over here we have J and F being parent of T and R. So if they are also parent of Q means they also have a sibling Q, but Q's gender is not known. Okay? And Q at the rate D means Q is the parent of D. So Q is the parent of D. Q also has a child D. Okay? Q also has a child D, but D's gender is not known. Q's gender is not known. So up till now, how many genders are not known? Q, D, B, A. These 4 genders are not known, but we know that B and A have same gender. Okay? Now let us look at the question. So this much information we already solved. So this information is true. And extra information is given to us. D is the only niece of T. Only niece means the rest are nephew. Correct? T is over here. How many nephews and nieces does T have? D is the nephew and niece. B and A is also nephew and niece. Correct? And D is the only niece. That means D is female. So if D is the only niece, that means B and A will both be male. Correct? B and A will both be male because D is the only niece. So the rest too, B and A will be male. They will be nephews. Okay? Nephews of T. Correct? We have to find out how is Q related to B. We have to find out how is Q related to B. Now Q's gender is not known. Correct? Q can be either the uncle or it can also be the aunt of B. Q can be either the uncle or the aunt. So let us look at the options. Option says uncle, aunt both. Correct? So answer will be option number 4 can't be determined because we cannot determine the gender of Q in the chart. So answer will be option number 4 can't be determined. Correct? It will be can't be determined. Because here the gender is not known. Here the gender is unknown. Okay? Same question is given to us. Same question, same type of question is given to us, but certain extra information is given to us. Up till here we already solved. In this we solved and this we solved. Extra information is given to us. So let us draw the extra information in the previous chart. Q plus means Q is male. At the rate W means Q is married to W. Okay? Q is married to W. So I am going to the previous chart. Q is male. Okay, Q is male, married to W. So W will be female. Q is male, married to W, so W would be female. I am just extending the chart. Okay, in the next question. Going back to the question. W hashtag N means W is the parent of N. Correct? W is the parent of N. So going back to the chart. W is the parent of N. So, W is the parent of N. That means they have one more child, N. Correct? And since D is the only niece, N will be male. Since D is the only niece, N will be male. Going back to the question. Okay? D is the only niece. We have to find how is J related to N. We have to find out how is J related to N. So let us go back to the arrangement. Where is J? J is over here and N is over here. So J is what? J is basically the father of Q and N is the son of Q. So how is J related to N? J is the paternal grandfather of N. J is the paternal grandfather of N. So let us go back to the question. J will be the grandfather of N. Answer will be option number 1, grandfather. J is the paternal grandfather of N. Okay, this will be the answer. Okay, same question up till now we have solved this. Same question up till now, here we have solved. D is the only niece, we have done this. We have to find out how many male members are there in the family. So we have to find out the number of male members. So let us go back to the arrangement. Okay, so this was the arrangement. We have to find out how many male members are there. So male members, let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So in total there are 6 male members. Correct? In total there are 6 male members in this particular arrangement. So if I go back to the question, how many male members are there? There are in total 6 male members in this particular family. Okay? Example number 9. Again, same type of question. Let us look at this. A minus B means A is the mother of B. A plus B means A is the father of B. A divided B means A is the sister of B. Then we have to find out which of the following expression shows that P is the aunt of Q. So this relationship we have to find out. So let us solve for option number 1. P plus R means what? P is the father of R. So P is male, father of R. Correct? P is the father of R. R divided Q means what? R is the sister of Q. So R will be the sister of Q. So R would be female. Does this specify that P is the aunt of Q? No. P is the father of Q. So this is incorrect. Moving on to option number 2. Option number 2, P minus R. P minus R means P is the mother of R. Correct? It will be denoted like this. R plus Q. So R plus Q means R is the father of Q. R is the father of Q. So R would be male, father of Q. Does this denote that P is the aunt of Q? No. P is the grandmother of Q. So this is also incorrect. Okay. Let us check option number 3. Option number 3. P divided R means P is the sister of R. P is the sister of R. So P would be female. R minus Q means R is the mother of Q. So R would be female. Gender of Q is unknown. P is the aunt of Q. Does this signify that P is the aunt of Q? Yes. So this will be the correct answer. That is option number 3. Option number 3 will be the correct answer to this question. Okay. Coming to example number 10. Same type of question. W at the rate Q means W is the son of Q. So W male, son of Q. Q's gender is unknown. Q percentage T means Q is the mother of T. So Q will be female and T will be the sibling of W. T's gender is unknown. T and Y means T is the father of Y. So T has a child Y and T is father. That means T will be male. Correct? T would be male. T is the father of Y. Okay? Y at the rate M means Y is the son of M. So if Y is the son means Y will be male and son of M means T has a spouse M. And since T is male, M will be female. Correct? Then M percentage K. It means M is the mother of K. So if M is the mother of K, that means Y will have a sibling K and gender of K is unknown. M is the mother of K. So this is our chart. We will draw this chart based on this information. We have to find out how is Q related to K. We have to find the relationship between Q and K. So over here, Q is basically the mother of K's father. Okay. Q is basically the mother of K's father. So it is father's mother. So answer will be option number 2, father's mother. Correct? This will be the answer. So this concludes today's lecture. Thank you.